If you have good music to present to an audience, I think that every non-English speaking country should have one like radio.
On this journey till we part, dear. Later on, we'll go your way or we'll go my way, just as long as we're together on that highway. We won't let our lives be a routine marathon. There's no doubt what it's about. Things will all work out in due time later on. One thing I've learned wandering through heaven and hell: Rome wasn't built in a day. So this little ditty has a moral to tell: hurry and haste never pay. So when you and I come to a fork in the road, and left may be just right for me, right or wrong I long to lighten up our load. If there's a will, we'll find a way to compromise. So join me on this journey till we part, dear. Later on, we'll go your way or we'll go my way, just as long as we're together on that highway. Plans are for postponing, good riddance when they're gone. Things we put off yesterday get done anyway in due time later on. One thing I've learned wandering through heaven and hell: Rome wasn't built in a day. So this little ditty has a moral to tell: hurry and haste never pay. So when you and I come to a fork in the road, and left may be just right for me, right or wrong I long to lighten up our load. If there's a will, we'll find a way to compromise. So join me on this journey till we part, dear. Later on, we'll go your way or we'll go my way, just as long as we're together on that highway. Plans are for postponing, good riddance when they're gone. Things we put off yesterday get done anyway in due time later on. In due time later on. In due time they'll get done later on. Yeah.
You ended up doing something that didn't occur to the average American arriving in Sweden. You started translating visor, a typical Swedish phenomena. They're not folk songs, not ballads, not pop songs.
Yeah, I did. When I first came here, I sang with several groups in Swedish. And these songs kind of like happened to me. We'd be doing a program and I'd be singing the song and I'd say, wow, that song is a really great song and it deserves to reach more people than just those who are living inside this Swedish linguistic straitjacket, you know, this small language. So I found myself being attacked by these songs. They came up to me and they knocked me on the head and they said, translate me now.
You toured the States 10 times now, 22 different states. That's a lot.
Yeah, we've done about 85 concerts all over the States, and it's a lot of fun. it's also, it's led to a lot of cultural bridge building, which is fun for me too. I love that kind of thing.
There's a big difference between Swedish and American audiences.
Boy, is there ever big differences. Americans are freer with their emotions in general, I think, and that shows when you're on stage. You feel it.
But can they really relate to everything you sing? I mean, there are expressions in these songs that would be very hard to address in a way that an American could understand them, could relate to them.
Maybe not everything. I hope that I can relate to the songs well, and because that's what I need to do to convey them to American audiences. But you can't take the entire song intact and translate it. You've got to work on the essence of the song and try to find that and work with that, because you'll always find that certain details in a song have to suffer if you want to make the song understandable and singable in English.
It's not only a question of translating, it's more like recreating.
That's it. It's like this beautiful Swedish body that's wearing a Swedish costume. You take off the costume and you put on my American one. And it's a different costume, but it's nice too.
Some of us walk in worn-out shoes. Tell me, my friend, I pray, our Father up in heaven may choose to just let it be this way. Our Father up in heaven may choose to close his eyes and snore. Who cares about a pair of worn-out shoes when you are tired and bored? Who cares about how the days disappear? Why even try to resist? My friend, in only 100 years, you will no longer exist. Then someone else will have taken your chair. You won't know why or whom. You can't tell if it's rainy or fair down in your murky tomb. Who cares about where the night time goes? Less friend, I could not hear, as long as my face can find repose buried in my true love's hair. I am a dubious character. I'm hardly worth your time. Around the corner, death will take me, sir, when he is so inclined. Some of us walk in worn-out shoes until our final day. Then the devil down in hell may choose to laugh the night away. He'll laugh the night away. He'll laugh the night.
living in Sweden for 25 years, a quarter of a century. That's a long time.
Yeah, it sure is. It may turn out to be about 1/6 of my life when I'm done. No, it's a long time. A lot has happened. A lot has happened.
You've been called a cultural ambassador, Roger.
I've been called a lot of things. I've been called a lot of things. That's one of them. That's one.
You didn't apply for the job, though.
No. As I said, it kind of happened to me. I found myself after a while with songs I liked, and then before I knew it, I had an album. Before I knew it, I had 2 albums, and then people started calling about tours, so it's kind of happened to me, and it's fun. I didn't choose it, but it's loads of fun.
Let me live in peace and freedom for both my body and my mind. Out where no one tries to fence me in or steal up from behind. Out where nature's simple patterns can evolve just as they may. Out where yes means yes and no means no. There's no room for doubt to play. Sometimes I tie a crown of leaves and place it on a stone. I know that wind and rain carved out for us a long, long time ago. Let me live in peace and freedom for both my body and my mind. Let me live out in the open. Let me live down by the sea. Färdal. Claes Dyberg. My name is Roger Hinchliffe.